Ever wondered why some people seem to understand money better than others? In this audio, I'll be sharing chapter 1 of the book Rich Dad Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. This book explores mindset, money, and how wealthy people think differently. Robert Kiyosaki, the author, he shares his real life experiences from his childhood. In the story, Robert is the narrator and Mike is his best friend. Mike's father is known as the rich dad, who teaches them valuable lessons about money and life, and Robert's father is known as the poor dad. So let's dive into chapter 1, which says rich don't work for money. This chapter explains the biggest difference between how rich people think and how poor or middle class people think. The main idea is most people work for money, but rich people learn to make money work for them. So here two fathers represent two mindsets. His poor dad says he is a well educated, had a stable job, but always worried about money. Whereas the rich dad, he is less educated, but understood how money works and became wealthy. Key lessons in simple words. First, don't just work for a salary. What poor and middle class people do, they study hard, get a job, work for salary. They depend on their paycheck. Whereas rich people, they focus on learning how money works, build ways to earn money without working all the time. Example is Robert and his friend Mike, they tried to make money. They started collecting used toothpaste tubes. They collecting lead, making fake coins using a toothpaste mold. They thought they could create money themselves, but Rich Dad explained them this is illegal. Real wealth is not about making money, it's about learning how money actually works. Second learning is fear and greed. These two emotions control people. People are afraid of not having money, so they work hard. When they get paid, they want more money, so they keep working. This becomes a cycle. Job, salary, expenses repeat. Job, salary, expenses repeat. Whereas rich people, they don't let fear or greed control their decisions. They think calmly and plan smartly. Example is working at the store. Rich dad made Robert and Mike work for very little money. They both felt angry, frustrated, and they wanted to quit. And this was intentional. Rich dad wanted to teach them don't react emotionally. Learn to think instead of complaining all the time. Look for opportunities instead of depending on salary. It's like use your emotions to think, not think with your emotions. Third learning is financial skills. Rich dad teaches school don't teach how money works. You must learn about saving, investing, and the assets, things that actually make money. Example is comic book library. Robert used unsold comic books to start a small library. Basically, the charge gets money to read those comics. What he learned, he created income without working all the time. This is how assets work. Poor mindset says, I can't afford this. Whereas rich mindset says, how can I afford this? This makes your brain think of solutions. Simple example is poor people work, earn, spend, stuck. Work, earn, spends, and stuck. Whereas rich people, they learn, invest, earn without even working all the time and grows wealth. And so final message for this chapter is don't just work for money. Learn how money work so it can work for you. There is an example in the book which says that it's just like the picture of a donkey which is dragging a cart with its owner dangling a carrot just in front of its nose. The donkey owner may be going where he wants to go, but the donkey, think about him, he's chasing an illusion. Tomorrow there will be another carrot for the donkey. Here carrot represents the money. Thank you. Do subscribe and share.